Happy Thursday. My name is Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I have been on this crafting adventure for almost 23 years. So I am super excited to share these quick and cute boxes, treat boxes with you that you can make. And all you need is a piece of cardstock, designer series paper, and embellishments. They are perfect for not only Halloween, but they would be great favors or table gifts for some of our upcoming holidays. They would be great for birthdays. And I know you're going to want to make these after you see how quick and cute they are. Okay? So we're going to start out with, hi April, happy Thursday. This little box here. Hello from Kentucky. Thank you for joining me. And this is the little treat box where the lid just folds. Okay, you can put some, sorry, it's a little blurry. You can put some ribbon on the top, make yourself a cute little tag, and you are ready to roll and impress all of your friends and neighbors. So these would be super cute to give out for Halloween too. If you live like in a small little neighborhood, I could give them out for Halloween because we usually get like -2 trick-or-treaters around here. So but they'd be fun for coworkers and everything, anybody. And I also thought they'd be cute for birthdays, maybe cute for wedding favors. Like I said, a little bit of everything. So you guys are going to start out with a piece of cardstock. I chose our basic black. This one is 8 1/4 by 10. Okay. And so you are going to bring in your favorite scoring tool. Mine is my little cutter here because it has our score and cut. So when we are scoring, we take this way down to the bottom just so we do not have any casualties in the scoring department. So on the long side, which is going to be 10 inches, I am going to score at 2, and I've already done this, but I'll do it again. 2, and there's an arm that comes over on the side, maybe, and pop this up, 2 and 8. Yep, you guys can see the 8 over there. So 2 and 8 are your magical measurements. And I love this box because all you have to do, if you can count by odd numbers, you are golden. Okay, so you're going to turn it on the 8-inch side, and we are going to score at 2, 4, 6, and 8. If you guys are joining me on YouTube, thank you for leaving comments. I appreciate that. If you're joining me a la Facebook, thank you for joining me there as well. I would love for you to share this video, share it with your friends. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a pair of scissors here, and what we're gonna do is, you see, actually we're gonna score this first. So I actually have a scoring tool handy. Okay. We're going to keep going. So we're going to score on all the lines. Just like that. Okay. Then on this little side over here, see our little, we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut that little tiny piece off. That's going to be our flap. And I bevel the edge. My favorite word, bevel. Okay, and I'm gonna cut this side off too and bevel this edge just like that. I'm gonna cut. There we go. All right. So we have that tiny little flap there. See that? Let me take my little thing off there. All right, and then on the bottom, we're gonna come and we're gonna cut through all these lines. There should be 3 lines there that you're gonna cut. There are 3 score lines on the bottom. Then we're gonna turn it around and we're gonna do the same thing on the top. And this is gonna be your most favorite box in the world to make. Okay? So we're just cutting along those lines just like that. And then you're gonna grab your most favorite adhesive. And for this one, on this little piece here, I used some of our tear and tape. Tear and tape is perfect when you are putting boxes together. So I wanna make sure it's all the way up at the top and it fits right on this edge here. And the great thing about it is you tear it. So you just kind of, and sometimes you need to give it a little bit of encouragement. It's a little bit shy. So if you run your bone folder along, and then you can use your, actually I'm gonna use my scissors here. Hopefully I'm unfrozen. If you guys can't see me, I'm not sure what's happening, but this little edge here, let me turn it this way, is just gonna meet this little edge here. Okay? Perfect. Just like that. So we are going to do the same. We're going to tuck in the bottom, so those 2 pieces. And then, I think my adhesive is back here. All right. I'm going to take this is my Stampin' Seal Plus, and it is great for using on boxes and 3D items. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not frozen. It's a little too warm to be frozen. So I'm going to press in one side. I'm gonna pick it up and press in the other side. And there you have the closed bottom of your box. Sorry, it's a little hard to see when you're doing 3D items. So then we're gonna do the same at the top, but we're not going to adhere it together because that would be sad and nobody would be able to get your amazing treats out of your box. All right, so next we are gonna take, I used Spooky Sweet. We are in the Halloween season, and I am going to cut these pieces. I believe they're 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, but let me do a quick measurement. Yes, I was right. 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, and I need 3 of them. And they are directional, especially, yeah, be careful if you have directional things because you want the cats facing upward. There's little cats in the window, okay? So we're gonna make sure that our cats are all up and going in the right direction. Okay, so we have 4 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm just gonna keep going, guys. I apologize if there's something going on, but I'm just gonna keep stamping. So you can figure out which, this is gonna be the front because this is where my flap is gonna open. So I'm gonna put make sure my little cat, he looks less than satisfied, is right there. And then I'm gonna flip and do the same thing. I'm gonna put my adhesive on my designer series paper. And I am going to put that one right there. I don't know if any of you guys are football fans, but I have a Commanders fan upstairs. The Commanders are playing the Packers, so hopefully you won't hear any yelling and screaming. If you do, it is my 15-year-old Henry that told me 8:45 is a terrible time to do a YouTube video when the Commanders are playing. So apparently I need to schedule my lives around the Commanders season. But anyway, all right, so we have our 4 pieces. Again, 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. These would be great for Christmas too, guys. They would be a quick and easy way to make gifts. And you could put little cookies in them, like little macarons, things like that. And then we're gonna need 1 piece for the top, and that is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Sorry, it's super close on the box. You can either use this side, the same side, or I'm going to use the other side, which is just the little flecks of Timid Tiger. Okay, and so I'm going to show you, I'm going to do it this way so you guys can see. Ooh, goodness. I just put my little piece here like that to cover the top. Okay, and then we are going to close this by using some ribbon. So Timid Tiger to the rescue. We are going to cut a piece of ribbon. Oh, TNH are upstairs watching the Commanders game and watching the stamping video. So I'm going to take this off the screen just for a second, and I'm going to try to tie this so you guys can see this. So hold please, chat amongst yourselves. Also guys, the holiday catalogs went live on the 3rd. I have some here. I'd love to mail some. So if you are interested, you need a demonstrator, I would love to be that person. And you can either request a catalog or you can shop online via my website at doryschneider.stampinup.net. So whichever works best for you. Okay, whew, I did it. So there's the little ribbon on the top, and that simply ties your box together. How quick and cute is that, right? All right, so voila, we have a box. And what I did is I took, I have a circle punch, and this is one of the scraps. Don't throw away your scraps because you can punch circles out of them. And I'm gonna punch my circle using my punch, okay? And that is gonna be my little tag that goes on the front. So in my spooky suite, I had, where did I lay it? I laid a little, somewhere. I think I covered it up, but I can get a new one. Yeah, I'll get a new one. It's over here. The little cauldron. See the little cauldron? And I'm going to punch that out. These are great because you just simply punch them out. They do not have adhesive on them, so you will have to adhese them. But check out this little bubbling pot of goodness. Okay, so we're going to put that together, and we are going to put that on the front. And I just put it on the circle just so you have something to hang on. And of course, if you've stamped with me before, you know that I might use dimensionals on occasion, aka all the time. So I am going to take my little cauldron. I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on there just to pop it up. And then I'm going to put it on my circle. Just like that. Isn't that so cute? Then I'm going to put my little liquid bubbling, whatever that is, liquid bubbling yuck. I'm going to put that on with dimensionals too, because you can never have too many dimensionals, especially when you're making 3D projects. Okay, so we are going to put that on, look like it's popping out of the cauldron, and we are going to add it to the front of this box. And I am going to, I have a little scrap here, notice scraps everywhere, and I am going to stamp am I going to stamp? That's a great question. I had my little, is it here? Yeah, here it is. It says a little treat just for you. And I love this one because it comes out of my favorite sweet jar. So I'm gonna do that with our Memento, Un Momento, and I'm gonna stamp it right there. Okay, and if you're gonna make several, just go down the line and you can make your treats. And then I'm going to cut it out. I did tell you one of my secrets that I cannot cut a straight line to save my life. So that is why I love all of our Stampin' Up! Cutters and scoring tools and all the things, because I am not a skilled cutter by any means. I think my head is, you know, naturally slants to one side or is crooked because everything looks crooked. So there's a little treat for you. Okay. And so we're going to give somebody a little treat and we're going to add that right to the front. This, since I've used 2 layers of dimensionals, I'm just going to simply put it here. And I'm going to cover up the green a little bit, but that's okay. All right, and then I thought this was really cool. I took some twine that I had and I put it through, so I didn't have to punch a hole. I put it through like the top of the cauldron, and then I just attached it to, let me get my scissors here. The top with the ribbon. So you can do that, and I just attached it so that they can, I'll show you in a minute. Sorry, I know there's a blank screen. You're like, wait, Dory. But what I like to do is I just wrap it around like so. So you can see it's wrapped around the ribbon, and that way they can take the little tag off. You could also, but I want it to be long enough too. Yes, there we go. And I'm just gonna tie a little bow with that too. I love bows. Maybe I'm gonna tie a little bow. Maybe I'm not. But anyway, you get the gist. So there's a little treat for you. And I love embellishments too. So here are our Timid Tiger. These are our new in colors. Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and Strawberry Slush. I wasn't a oh, whoa, did you see that hop off there? I was in a Strawberry Slush phase, but I have since left that. I think that was like my summer. So I'm gonna stick the little Timid Tiger right there. A little treat for you. And you guys know that I like to do groups of 3. So I'm just gonna stick, I'm gonna put one here in the window. Check that out. That's kind of cool, right? And then the other one, I don't know where it's gonna go, but we're gonna find a great spot for it. Did you see the little eyeballs there? So I'm gonna put one here on the side of the window there too. So I have 1, 2, and 3. So that's the first box. Okay, so quick and easy. I'm so excited that I shared that with you. I hope you guys are too. So the next one is gonna be our lidded box. Okay, and those dimensions are 8.5 by 9. And so 8.5 by 9, and you're gonna score at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And it just gives you a wider lip on the side, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. We are gonna cut from the bottom up, but we're not going to do anything with the top because we're going to make a lid. So our lid is going to be 6 by 6. So for this project you will need 2 pieces of paper. Okay, and this one I'm just going to cut the edge here because that's going to be what we glue to. So a bevel, everyone loves a bevel. Okay, and I love this nice thick edge. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to use my tear and tape. Thank you so much. I'm going to use my tear and tape, and I will put that right up against the edge there. And you can use several pieces of tear and tape, but what I like to do is then go back with my Stampin' Seal Plus. Don't forget the plus, there is a difference. And then I'm gonna take my piece off. I'm going to make sure it's folded properly, all lined up, just like that. Okay, another quick and cute box, ladies and gentlemen. So for this one, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fold in the bottom. I like to fold in the 2 pieces, and then I just kind of cheat with this one a little bit. And then we go back and we do the other side as well. Okay. All right, let me do that to the bottom. All right, so then we have our box. You guys can see inside. So now we're gonna make our lid. Our lid is 6 by 6, so I'm gonna use black for the 6 by 6, okay? And I'm gonna bring back my score. Oh, here it is. And we are gonna score 2, 2, 2, and 2. So all 4 sides. All right, so we have, my little score thing is not cooperating. It does not want to stay on. There we go. All right, now it is all in working order. So we're gonna start, we're gonna go 2. We're gonna flip it. 2. We're gonna flip it. You guys get the gist, right? 2. So all 4 sides, you are gonna score at 2. So that gives you, it kind of looks like a tic-tac-toe board, if you guys can see it or not, okay? So what you're gonna do on 2 of the sides, you're gonna come in and cut. Okay, and you're gonna turn and do the same thing on the other side. This is the cutest way to make a lid. Who knew, right? All you need is, you can make them larger, you make your box larger. So you're gonna fold on all of these pieces, okay? And we're just going to make our lid. All right, so ready? So we're gonna do this piece, and we're gonna tuck these into each other. Okay, so that's one side. We're gonna go this way, and then this piece is gonna go underneath. So there's one side. Ta-da! Okay, then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And if you forget to put your adhesive on, you can always do it this way. I get excited sometimes with putting it together. Yeah, so, and then I'm like, oh, I need some adhesive there. So any way you do it is totally fine, because you're gonna cover it up with pieces of cardstock, okay? And voila, there's your lidded box. And it's a little bit taller than the other one. Okay, so can you see that? It's taller. All right, so you're gonna do the same. You are gonna put designer series paper on the side, and we're gonna use a different one. What can we use for this one? We're gonna use the one with the little friends on it, the little creatures on the side. Super cute, okay? So the length of this will be, stay tuned, it should be 6 3/4. I have like taken a lot out of that one. I think I have another one over here that has the little guys on it. It's on the other side of my desk. All right, so we're gonna use this one. So we're gonna bring it in, and we're gonna do a 6 3/4 right here. We're gonna cut that off, and you can. There is orange on the other side, Timid Tiger, so you could, if you wanted to use that. And then the measurements are going to be 1 3/4. So you have these little friends. Sorry guys, I know it's on the side, but I'm going to cut 4 of these. 1, 2. With the little, there's a pig in here. Pigs are my favorite and my best. 3, 4, right? Just like that. Then for the lid, I want 4 1 3/4 inch pieces. And since I did black, I can get away with the Timid Tiger because they're gonna go around. I want actually 5 because I want to put one on the top of the box. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. What would you guys put in these boxes? Any ideas? You could do soaps, you could do lotions, all kinds of candy. I mean, who doesn't love candy and chocolate, right? You can't go wrong with that. All right, so here we go. We have our 4 pieces, and we have our lid. I hope you guys will consider making these. All right, so let's start out with our box. So these are going to be, they're a tad bit long. Let me trim them. Sorry. My cutter is right here. So it's 6. Did I cut them? Actually, more like 6.5 for that one. Okay. So they're gonna go on the side. So you have your little friends on the side of the box like this. Okay. So let's go ahead and put those on. If you wanted to do the color on color, you can do that as well. It has the little black flecks on it. Okay. And we're gonna, this comes kind of close to the edge there. There we go. So you have those cute little guys there. We're gonna flip it over. Same thing on the other side. Like I said, this box is just a little bit taller. And it also has a lid. So you don't have to worry about closing it with, there we go, the little bear. I love him, that he winks. I had a little treat box with him on it. They would. They're an inexpensive way to make multiple gifts, especially our cardstock. You can, you know, make 24 of them out of a whole pack of cardstock, and then use your designer series paper and a little tag, and you are ready to create and impress your friends. Okay. They'd also be cute for like booing someone. So if you made a little, you know, a little Halloween one, and you could put a little treat in it and leave it in their locker or on their desk. And okay, now we're ready for our lid. All right, so I have 5 pieces. One's gonna go on each side. So they're 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. All right. We have this side here. And then we're gonna make a little tag for it too. Again, this is where our little scraps come in handy, because if you cut strips off of your designer series paper, you can use it. Okay, and one more. So cute. I love the lid too. You might even be able to put like some hand sanitizer. Like I said, you could change the size of the box. You could put in like a little I don't know, a little beverage in there. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? The little guy, he's winking at us. So for this one, I put ribbon on this one as well. I'm going to use some that's on my desk here. This is the Black and Berry Vanilla, but I love the plaid or gingham. So we are going to trim this off, and I'm going to see if I can tie it while I'm holding it. Sometimes I think I can. I tend to be a little loose on the tie here, but it's a great way to use up your ribbon. And let's see if we can do it. This is where I lose it, guys. I tend to get a little, yeah, I did, but okay. You get the drift. It's a little loose, but you have your cute little bow there. I love the gingham. All right. So now we are going to punch another little circle. You could use any, well, I actually have other things on my desk, so we could use whatever, but I just like this circle because it fits nicely on the box there. So I'm gonna actually put my circle right there next to my little friend that's winking at me because he's so stinking cute. You know, when you get to be my age, it's nice to have a little bear that winks at you, right? So I'm going to punch out another circle. And this is one of those things too, if you're making multiples, you can sit, you know, while your favorite 15-year-old is watching the Commanders game and just score and cut, and you have them ready to go. So you can kind of do a mass production of these. So for this one, this is going to be the front of my box. Has the cutest little bear ever on there. So I'm just going to stick that on there, and I am going to add, what am I going to add? I heard it somewhere in the audience. Yes, dimensionals behind it. And just like that, I'm going to put that right there. If you want to put it down here, you can. But I don't know, I just think it looks nice there at the top of the box. So you have your little ribbon, your little gingham ribbon, and then you have your little. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is my friend, I love this little person. It's a little bat, I think, but it is the absolute cutest bat I've ever seen, and I am not a bat fan. So let me show you something. We have this little bat, so cute. We have in this pack, there's so many different options. So if you wanted to use the little lady, I made a card with her the other night. The little lady, I'm not sure what this is. Toucan, I don't know. But anyway, you could use any of these. You could put the little potion on it with the little spider. But you know what? I'm gonna use this little bear. I was gonna cut that little bat out. I'll show you what I did, but she's just kind of cute. And I think, don't you think they make a cute couple? Okay, so I'm gonna put her up here, and I'm gonna put her on with dimensionals. You can never have too many dimensionals, at least in my world. So check her out. She is so stinking cute. All right. So again, I'm going to stamp with my favorite little saying that I put on everything, a little treat for you. So I am looking for, I don't think it's gonna fit on there. Ooh, oh my gosh, guys, it might actually fit on this tiny piece of paper. Do you see this? I just found this. Let's see. Do you think I can do it? Let's see if I can do it. All right. A little treat for you. I think it is good. Oh my gosh, it worked. Did you see how tiny that is? Okay, so that is going to go over here with my friend, and I'm gonna put it kind of down here off to the side, and I am gonna put it flat because she has been raised to the next level twice with dimensionals. Oh, I got something on here, and I'm just gonna, whoops, use a piece of don't know what it is. All right, a little treat for you, just like that. And we're gonna make sure it's straight because it's not. Isn't that cute? And then you can put whatever you wanted in here. For this one, here's what I made. This is a little treat for you. And the little guy was hanging off of, the little bat that was dressing up as a ghost was hanging off of my little box. This is my box with no lid. And this is my box with a lid. And then here's the other one that I did too. So you could do either or, a little treat for you, hello. But they're so quick and easy. I hope you like them. Here's our little lineup, our little box lineup. And I hope you will try to make them. And if you do, I would love for you to share your little boxes that you've made. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate each one of you that tunes in. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you too. If you need anything, please let me know. Again, my name is Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube. You can find me on Pinterest as well at Stampin' Always with Dory. And if you need a new holiday catalog, please let me know. They are amazing, and I will be starting in shortly with holiday projects sprinkled in here and there. But here is the new holiday, some of the paper. Can you imagine the boxes you could make with that? Absolutely beautiful. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.